Dear child of God, I want us to reevaluate our response to the dangers we face today as Christians. My name is Raymond. In many parts of the world, many Christians are facing persecutions, and some are being totally wiped off. And for every Christian passing through persecution, there are two dangers, not one. Unfortunately, the devil has convinced many that there is only one danger, which is the loss of their lives. But that's not true. Not at all. The second danger is the loss of your soul, the loss of their souls. As my talk progresses, you will read me better. Yes, the greatest danger that faces every Christian during persecution is not the loss of his or her life, but the loss of his soul. If unfortunately he or she denies Christ at the dying minute when it matters most. So today, I come with a very big consolation from an apparition of the Virgin Mary which happened many years ago. At Fatima, on July 13th, 1917, in a church-approved apparition, the Virgin Mary said to the three children, remember? Quote, "You have seen hell, where the souls of poor sinners go. In order to save them, God wishes to establish in the world devotion to my Immaculate Heart. I will come to ask for the communion of reparation." Close quote. Then on December the 10th, 1925, the Blessed Virgin Mary returned with the child Jesus and spoke to Sister Lucia about the true devotion of reparation to her Immaculate Heart. Here is the account of what happened. Quote, "By her side, elevated on a luminous cloud, was a child. The Most Holy Virgin rested her hand on her shoulder, and as she did so, she showed her a heart encircled by thorns, which she was holding in her other hand. And at the same time, the child Jesus said, quote, 'Have compassion on the heart of your most holy mother, covered with thorns, with which ungrateful men pierce it at every moment, and there is no one to make an act of reparation to remove them.'" Close quote. Then the Most Holy Virgin said, I quote, "Look, my daughter, at my heart, surrounded with thorns, with which ungrateful men pierce me every moment by their blasphemies and ingratitude. You at least try to console me and say that I promise to assist at the hour of death with the graces necessary for salvation all those who on the first Saturday of 5 consecutive months shall confess, receive Holy Communion, recite 5 decades of the Rosary, and keep me company for 15 minutes whilst meditating on the 15 mysteries of the Rosary with the intention of making reparation to me." Close quote. Look at the promise once more. Quote, "I promise to assist at the hour of death with the graces necessary for salvation." Close quote. All those who do what? On the first Saturday of 5 consecutive months, who do what? Number 1, those who go for confession with the intention of offering reparation for the offenses against our Blessed Mother's Immaculate Heart. Number 2, all those who attend Holy Mass and receive Holy Communion with the intention of offering reparation for the offenses against Our Lady's Immaculate Heart. Number 3, all those who recite 5 decades of the Holy Rosary with the intention of making reparation to Our Lady's Immaculate Heart. Yes. And number 4, all those who accompany Our Lady by meditating on the mysteries of the Holy Rosary. This can be done by reading the biblical texts of the mysteries of the Holy Rosary slowly, thinking about their contents. Or you could even meditate on one mystery for 15 minutes at the end of the prayer, just as Sister Lucia did when she was alive. Note, the meditation is in addition to the recitation of the Rosary. Don't combine both. After the Rosary, you then do the 15 minutes meditation. All these exercises will be performed on the first Saturday of each month for 5 consecutive first Saturdays for one intention which you must have. What is that intention? you have to willingly offer each activity performed in reparation for the blasphemies against the Immaculate Heart of Mary, as revealed to Sister Lucia. And what are those blasphemies? What are they? Number one, blasphemies against the Immaculate Conception. Those who claim that Mother Mary was conceived with the stain of original sin. Those who doubt the church's teaching that she was conceived without the stain of original sin, which you and I got from the sin of Adam and Eve. Number two, blasphemies against her ever virginity. Those who doubt that Mary was virgin before, during, and after the birth of Christ, and that those who claim that she had other children after the birth of Jesus. Number three, blasphemies against her divine maternity, in refusing at the same time to recognize her as the mother of men. That is, those who say that Mary is not the mother of God and that she's not the mother of men. Number four, the blasphemies of those who publicly seek to sow in the hearts of children indifference or scorn or even hatred of this Immaculate Mother. Those who discourage people from being devoted to Mary, in summary. That's what it is. And number five, the offenses of those who outrage her directly on her holy images. This is 2020. So desecration and abuse of Mother Mary's images, I'm sure you're seeing them now. Sister Lucy later asked our Lord Jesus about those who are not able to go for confession on that first Saturday. And our Lord granted that such people can go for confession within 8 days after that first Saturday, provided that they are in a state of grace on that first Saturday within which they received the Holy Communion. For want of time, I will not go into more details because you can easily get more information by simply searching on the first 5 Saturdays devotion on the internet from authentic Marian devotional websites. Now, some people have rejected this offer from Mother Mary simply because it is too good and too easy to be true. Well, not so fast. I ask you, if in Matthew chapter 14 from verse 1 to 12, a mere mortal like Herod the Tetrarch got John the Baptist beheaded because of the beauty of a woman, what privilege will God not give Mother Mary for being his mother? If we knew what Jesus has made Mother Mary to be capable of doing for us, hell will be emptied in an instant. Which one is even more difficult? To become pregnant and give birth to a person who is completely man and completely God without knowing any man? On one side, keep it there on one side, or to obtain for you all the graces you need to make heaven at the point of your death. Which one is easier? Of course, the latter is easier. You see, when our Blessed Mother refers to the hour of our death, we don't get it. We think it's child's play. I ask you, how many people who died from COVID were ready for it at the time it happened? How many? Sad to say this. Don't you know that for every Hail Mary you say, you mention the hour of your death? And you think that hour is easy? No. If the persecutor cocks the gun and points at you and asks you to denounce Christ or you die, do you think it's easy to stand for Christ at that moment? It is not. In fact, at that most crucial and dangerous moment where many souls have lost it and many won it, it's not easy. So when the Virgin Mary promises to provide you with all the graces you need at the hour of your death, you need to take her seriously. And she can do it. After all, she is a mediatrix of all graces. Remember. And what do you need to do to qualify for this promise? Just do the first 5 Saturdays devotion. That's all. If you come to my crib every early morning, you see men and women, the wealthy, the poor, CEOs, MDs, directors of banks, etc., doing morning exercise, jogging, burning excess fat, to keep fit, to fight off high blood pressure, to live long, and so on. I'm not against this. After all, I do it also. I jog to morning mass, yes, with my rosary. Also, jogging till I enter the parish church. But my point is that I marvel at how much we eagerly face every morning, jogging through distances, sweating, stretching every morning to keep fit and healthy. But we find it very difficult to spend just 1/100th of such effort on spiritual exercises like the first 5 Saturdays that I'm just talking about now. Let me conclude by giving you one secret that may annoy the devil, but I don't care. See, one of the ways to slow down the devil's attack or persecution is by doing this first 5 Saturdays devotion. You know why? Because when you complete it, you qualify for Mother Mary's promise. It doesn't end there. So if anything happens to you, your chances of making heaven becomes very high. And the devil knows this. And he doesn't want you to make heaven, at least not when you are ready for it. So he withdraws the attack. The devil will not easily want you to die in a state or at a time when your chances of making heaven is looking very good. No, that's not how he behaves. No wicked teacher would like to test his students when they are ready or prepared for his test. He would want to surprise them. Have you forgotten that when Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, the devil waited till he became hungry. Then he struck. So that guy likes to strike when the odds are against you. So when you complete the first 5 Saturdays devotion, the odds become in your favor. And such readiness discourages the devil. So if you want to confirm what I'm saying, start this exercise for the first month. By the time you're ready for the second month, the enemy would have started yelling at you. I mean the devil. If you escape the second month and go to the third, his anger increases because he knows you're about to escape. He knows that you're very, very much about to escape him. So do not let any condition make you to fail to complete any part of these consecutive 5 Saturdays if you embark on this journey. So please, complete this exercise. Just do it. Do it and move on with your holy life and leave the rest for Mother Mary. She never fails. Do not lose this opportunity, especially now that many Christians are in danger of even global persecution. Check the news. That will be all for now. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Goodbye.